Hi, I'm Karen Kukura with Medicare Insurance Specialty Group, and I'm here today with Gabrielle Blake with Franklin and Kyle Elder Law. And their office has helped quite a few of my clients with issues that we've come up through, come into with Medicare. And we've been talking, and there's a lot of preventive planning and things that you could do that maybe these things won't happen. So today, Gabe's going to give us some of those tips. So first, can you tell us what you do, Gabe?
I am Gabe Blake. I'm a licensed clinical social worker with Franklin and Kyle Elder Law here in Knoxville. And we do many of the things you traditionally think about with an elder law firm. We help with documents, probate, conservatorship. But the area that we work the most together on is the life care planning, where we do help people to pre-plan. We work in a team approach with elder law attorneys, social workers, and public benefits specialists to help people look at what kind of care they need now, and then that pre-planning for the future. And we look at their resources and assets to help them to get and pay for that care. So yes, you're right, pre-planning, getting some legal advice is really helpful.
Good. So can you tell us a little bit about what steps do they need to take to be prepared?
Well, the first step is to know you have to plan. It's really important to do that part. And you're never really too young to plan. The people who plan ahead are really able to have more options later in life. People tend to do this weird little snapshot of just thinking about retirement in those first few years. But the people who think ahead to that late life where we might need 3 or more years of care, those people are really able to have more options. So having your documents in place is really important. And again, every adult, no matter if they're 18 or if they're 65, they need to have those documents in place. And that's your will, your advance directive and appointment of healthcare agent, so that relates to your health care, and your durable power of attorney for finances. So if you've got those documents in place, A+, but you're not off the hook. You still need to review those every so often to make sure they're still relevant to what you need. And this one relates to you too, because often when those people need to jump in and help us, they don't know where to start. So we ask that people kind of keep a file folder or a drawer where their loved ones know their important documents are. So keep a copy of that healthcare agent, that financial power of attorney. Let people know where your will is stored in a safety deposit box or a secure location. Keep copies of your insurance cards so people have those. Make sure they have a bank statement that gives them information about their expenses. Let them know what kind of savings accounts they have in the financial advisor. And even including something like a handwritten note about what good care looks like to them as they're dying, that's important too. Now, don't put a lot of passwords or private information. That's really important. I was so glad when Medicare revised the way they do their cards to not include really private information.
And just a little add on that, please get rid of your old card. We always go in and we see you've got, I've got 2. Your old card and your new. The whole idea is to get rid of the card, shred it. You don't want your Social Security number in your wallet.
Absolutely. Make sure that private information is kept private. And also with that Medicare, make sure you're doing an annual review of your expenses. And Medicare is one of those. We have open enrollment period for a reason. Meet with someone and go over your Medicare. Make sure it still fits for your needs and your purposes. And even reviewing big expenses like your homeowner's insurance helps you to save money that you can put towards your care later.
Exactly. Now, speaking of long-term care, that's another area where you help a lot. What do they need to prepare? People think Medicare covers long-term care, and it does not. That is a myth that is just not there.
Yes.
So tell.
Absolutely. We run into that so many times. And when we talk about long-term care, you and I are really talking about that care that a person needs at the end of their life, most often in an assisted living setting or in a nursing home. And a lot of people think I've got Medicare, I'm golden, everything's going to be paid for. Well, as Karen said, that's just not the way it works. Medicare is great for helping with your medical expenses, things like home health, hospice, even skilled rehabilitative care, but Medicare does not cover assisted living, and it doesn't cover long-term care in a nursing home. So that first step is making sure we understand that. And then we look at getting the care we need when we need it. And how do you pay for that care? Well, long-term care insurance is a great tool. People who have it tend to get care sooner. So if you're in your 40s or 50s, talk to someone about if that might be a good fit for you. And then let's say you've gotten a diagnosis that may worsen over time, like Parkinson's disease or Alzheimer's. Just like you said, getting that pre-planning, talking to someone they know, like a certified elder law attorney, helps to avoid some of those mistakes later. Like you said, it's always easier to do the pre-planning than fix the mistakes. And programs like Medicaid and VA have what's called a look-back period, where they're going to look back, and if you've done stuff like gifting or selling a home outside of fair market value, that can be a really big issue when you're looking for care. So an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So we really encourage people to seek good counsel from people who know what they're doing. And we definitely feel the same way about you.
Well, thank you. My clients absolutely give me rave reviews. I'm grateful for all the help you've helped me with, and several times challenging situations, you're always at my side. So thank you so much for giving this information to people so that they won't be in that situation.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Have a great day.